Hey guys, after yesterday's video, a lot of people asked me if I could make a PvP guide or a video with tips on how to play in PvP. If you don't know me from my Persona 5 videos, I'm sorry for my accent and my voice. I have no control over that. I'm not the best player in the world. There are many people with a higher rank and I also lost to many people. But I feel like I can handle myself fairly well. First, there is not exactly a PvP tip. But if you feel like you're lagging too much, there is an option in the online settings which you can change. You can change the matching area to limited from unlimited. If you do that, you will be matched against people that are near you, probably on the same continent. So like if you're in Europe against other people in Europe. I know not everyone can do that because if you live somewhere where there aren't many players, it will be difficult to find matches. But if you don't have that problem, this will help you very hugely. If you have seen my previous video where I showcase my road to top 10, in this video I'm going to watch full recordings of some matches and then I'm going to critique them. So I'm going to say both what I did right or wrong and what the other person did right or wrong. If you're one of the people that I played against and which I'm going to show in this video, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to bash you or anything, it's just my normal critique for educational purposes. I stopped playing PvP after the cheating thing because there are some cheaters in online PvP. But I do some live streams sometimes. I will link the Twitch link in the description. If you want to play against me and want me to critique you live, or maybe even just play for fun, you can come to one of my live streams and just ask me if we can play together. I will gladly do that, and if I am doing something else when you ask me, I will just try to do that quickly and then play with you. But yeah, let's begin. Okay, as you can see, he starts popping up his on main ninjutsu, so I do that too. One of the most common things when you will play PvP is you will find people that fit one of these criteria. They either have a higher level than you, heavier equipment, or have more buffs. In this case, you can see that he also has the guardian spirits that make him impossible to stagger. When you find these people, don't try to trade hits with them. When two people just dash into each other and attack, the person that has a higher level or more buffs or heavier equipment will win. What you want to do in these cases is keep dodging their attacks and look for openings. Many of these people think they're invincible, so they will do attacks that have a very long animation. When they do that, you just dash onto them and then punish with one single hit and then you dash back. Because when you attack them, they will likely attack back, so you want to just dodge back to safety. Oh, one thing I forgot. If you see a Ginshio skin in one of my videos, it means that was my first day of PvP. So I didn't have limited matchmaking here, so there will be a bit of that sometimes. And also it was my first day, so I might do some mistakes and I'm gonna point them out. As you can see, he keeps attacking even if his ki is very low. You should never do that. Many people don't pay much attention to their ki, and I feel like ki is more important than health. As I saw his ki was running low and he kept attacking, I started looking for openings where I could just finish his ki and then grapple him. I tried dashing back and then shoot an arrow every time I saw his ki running very low. You can see here that he keeps attacking even though his ki ran out. So here I just dodged one attack and then hit. After that hit, he ran out of ki and then it was easy for me to grapple. You can see that we were at the same health, but as soon as I dodged attack and then grappled him, I turned the tables in my favor. He had to change his playstyle and then keep running away. When they do that, it's time for you to just run up to them and then keep following them. If you do a roll, you will become slow and easy to target, so I just dashed to him and then attacked once to kill him. I prepared my spear in high stance and I used that to attack him while he's falling. I had mixed results with the spear. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It also depends on whether the enemy will attack or not while they're on air. If they attack, they will make a jump while they're in mid-air, so they will evade your attack if you do it too early. If you do it too late and they don't attack, then you will miss them. So you have to kind of predict what they're going to do. Most of the time they will do a plunge attack, so wait for them to do the plunge attack and then hit them while they're falling. Next I'm going to show you a clip about the Kusarigama spammers. I saw a lot of people saying that Kusarigama's spin is broken in PvP. I think the ones who say that are people that are used to PvP in Dark Souls. I personally feel the Kusarigama players are the easiest to deal with. The only one I had problems against was Semtex Jack. Most of the time it's easy to deal with them. In the first clip, I am gonna show you how to deal with them if you have a bow. What you want to do is just bait their attack while you're not too close. When they do their spin attack, you just dash back and then shoot an arrow to their face. Here I just failed a couple times. You kind of have to get used to the timings. It was one of my first times doing that, and even now I get timings wrong sometimes. This also applies to other attacks with very long animations, for example the dual sword spin or some heavy attacks from some weapons. It's better to learn the ninjutsu skill that increases your arrow count. If you finish your arrows, it becomes more difficult to deal with them. You need to have more precise timings and reaction times. And I'm going to show you a clip right now. So here, I know he's gonna start using his buffs, so I run up to him. I follow him closely to attack him while he's buffing himself, and then dash away as I attack. He starts his Kusarigama attack, and as soon as the animation of the last hit starts, I dash up to him and then give one hit. If you do it too early, you will get hit by his attack. If you do it too late, he will probably dash away. So it requires getting used to the timings. So here you can see he did the attack without any ki left. So I just dashed up to him and gave one attack and then did a grapple. After he popped his living weapon, I just dashed away from him as much as I could. If he hits you while he's in his living weapon mode, you're probably gonna die very hard. If the lag is minimal like right now, you can just keep dodging into them, dashing into them, and you will probably dodge them. I'm not guaranteeing anything. Sometimes it's random. I get hit sometimes even if I think I dodged well. So yeah. One mistake I think he made is just running to me. It's easier to dodge the attacks of someone running towards you than dodging the attacks of someone dashing towards you. When you dash, you are very fast and you have precision. You can decide when to stop, when to dash forwards or backwards, and it's easier to follow enemies by dashing rather than running. If you run, it's more difficult to follow enemies. If they go behind you, you will have to turn around and run again. So I'd say just stick to dashing. Dashing is probably the better way to follow enemies and to escape from enemies. Unless you have the rabbit guardian spirit or the running ninjutsu skill. As I saw his duration going down, I used the bow to finish his living weapon because it makes them run out of ki, and then I started following him. I wasn't able to attack him while he was healing, and then he ran away again. Here you can see I dash to him and do single attacks. As I said, that is the best thing you can do if the opponent is higher level than you, or if they have more buffs or a better armor or a better weapon. Okay, the mistake he made here was using the bow while I wasn't doing anything. Unless you guys are lagging a lot, using bow against someone who is fast and running towards you is not the best idea. It's very easy to either guard or dodge, and it leaves you open to all sorts of attacks. Someone on Reddit said ranged weapons are as cheesy as onmyo and ninjutsu. You can pop onmyo and ninjutsu without any sorts of drawback. It's just 100% benefit. You can use ninjutsu and onmyo even when you are attacking or even when you are being attacked. Ranged weapons are slow and leave you open for a long time. So don't use a ranged weapon unless you guys lag a lot, or the enemies is far away, or the enemies is running or using very slow animation skills. And on the other side, if you see someone using a ranged weapon and you guys are not lagging, just dash sideways. While you're dashing, it's very difficult to hit you with ranged weapons. Then close up to them and punish them while they have their ranged weapon out. If you want to play it safe, just attack once and then dash back in case they use their melee weapon. Here I knew I had the advantage because he didn't have any attack or defense buff, so I decided to play it less safe. You see me getting more hits and using a more risky playstyle. I still pay attention to my ki. I try not to make my ki run very low, but as soon as I see the enemy running out of ki, I just attack them until I can grapple them. Rest is just normal stuff. A lot of the time it's just knowing when to attack, when to dodge, and when to even just retreat. I don't say running around the whole stage after giving one attack in hope that the time runs out. But that was my last tip. I probably forgot something. There are probably things I can talk about. If something comes to my mind, I will make another video and adding other stuff. If you want to ask me questions, then just feel free to do that. But yeah, thank you for watching up until this point. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you didn't, feel free to dislike and give me some feedback. Thank you for watching and maybe see you in the next video.